Cool, it's recording.
Yeah, start.
So I'll just go a ride and come back.
Bloopers!
Bloopers! Remember that movie Jeepers Creepers? Jeepers!
Good start. Great. So today I have this gorgeous man with us, joining us on the channel today, special, and we are trying to discuss today what it means to be a man in this so-called feminist world. What is this new man? And because he has very interesting views on this, and also he really challenges a lot of concepts of masculinity, toxic masculinity, because he's a biker also. So I thought it would be nice to talk about this, and also like push each other, really figure it out. What is this new man? Where is all the anger going? If not anger, what else can a man do? I know there are a lot of topics here, but I really think maybe if we can just let's see how it goes.
There's this idea that the whole concept of being a man is something where you're given a certain role. The whole idea of being a woman is that you're taking another role, right? There's a acceptance that, hey, this is my role and that is your role, right? So in a way, the way I look at it, there is an element of, if you look at it chemically, like there is a balance of testosterone and estrogen in me as a biological male. There is a similar ratio, but it's a different ratio, but you still have both those constituents in you as a female, biological female, right? So if I look at it in terms of the same way, socially speaking, I have certain responsibilities and roles that I outline and I play in society. You have certain roles and responsibilities. So say for example, I am expected traditionally to be the provider of resources, provider of security. I think these are pretty much the two basic requirements to be a masculine male,
Yeah.
as to take care of the female, right? Provide home, provide security, provide safety, and provide a nurturing environment for the female, who in turn will then nurture the female. The child or whoever, even the whole household.
Yeah.
Right. So I look at it as simply just roles and responsibilities. Like we have a government, and someone does the defense ministry, someone does the home ministry. Okay, now if do I want to accept this role is the big question these days. Right, that people are challenging, like, why should I play the defense minister all the
Correct.
time? Why
Correct.
can't I be the home minister? Why
Correct.
can't you be the defense
Correct.
minister?
Correct.
So I don't really see how this is a problem at all. In my head, I see it as simple. It's just like, who the cap fit, let them wear it. Right? If
So are you okay with these roles being reversed to the extent of nowadays women can earn, women can take care of themselves, they don't need to be protected. Also, the world has become very safe. So in a way, women can do everything that once upon a time man was providing. So what is this new man supposed to do? It's a very serious question, because whether you like it or not, there was a traditional role for everybody. Now the roles have changed.
Yeah.
So what is the new man supposed to do? Because I do see a rise of new masculinity. I do see going back to this call of let's go back to the good old days. Let's go back to the traditional way, because men are wasting away, men are drinking, and it's happening. A lot of our new generation, a lot of young men are lost. If the term is we are lost,
Yeah.
we don't know what to do.
Yeah.
The women is doing everything. I don't feel useful. I feel useless. A lot of men are depressed. So what is this man supposed to do?
you're right, it's so confusing, because if there is, see, the idea of any partnership is that they're complementary roles, right? If we get into business together as well,
Correct.
there is a complementary role. Hey, I'm going to handle this, you handle that. Okay, so together we run this business. And even in an equal partnership, there is always going to be a 59, 51, 49.
Correct.
Which means one partner is going to be dominant, which means when push comes to shove, I make the decisions, you follow along, or vice versa, right? So traditionally, it's always been when push comes to shove, the masculine makes the decisions. Okay, again, there are certain areas where the male's decisions hold true, and there are certain areas where the female's decisions hold true. Even traditionally, if you look at it, running the house, managing finances is essentially actually the female's job, right? Again, when I say job, it's roles and regulations or responsibilities that people have accepted over the years,
Correct.
and it works smoothly because the context hadn't changed for long enough time. Now, like you said, the context has completely changed.
Completely.
You don't need to be fed, you don't need to be sheltered, you don't need to be clothed. All of that you can take care of yourself. So then,
Correct.
what am I bringing to this equation?
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So, to me, if I were put in the situation and I've asked, what the hell are you bringing to the situation? I would say I bring a certain sense of spiritedness to a relationship, right? In the sense that when push comes to shove, I will shelter you is a traditional masculine role, right? Now, shelter you from what? There is no physical danger anymore, which also means my physical prowess is no longer of any necessity at all, right?
Yeah.
I can be weak, I can be physically weak, but I need to be spiritually strong. I need to be mentally strong because these are the dangers of our times. So I feel as a male, that is an area where I need to focus more on because everything else physically there's no need to do. I don't need to do hard menial labor,
Yeah.
right? I don't need to. If we are here, we just snap our fingers, चाय आ जाएगा. ऐसा नहीं कि मैं जाके
Yeah.
चाय पत्ती काट के लेके आ रहा हूँ दुकान से,
Yeah.
मतलब
Yeah.
from the forest or whatever, right? So there's this element of, but at the same time, now if you're having a mood swing, if you're having a tough time, if you're having a bad day, it's on me to hold the fort as to keeping that direction, that mission, that vision together. Hey, we jumped into this to have a good future together, to have a good life together. And how do I maintain that spiritedness of our journey? Right now, you mentioned that I'm a biker. When I go on an adventure with someone, I take the responsibility of maintaining the mood,
Yeah.
right? If now it suddenly starts raining and we start feeling miserable, you're starting to feel cold, it's on me to take that responsibility of saying, hey, I understand you're getting wet, I can offer another jacket or something. But then when you're, that's where I start bringing in my high spiritedness, is what I call it, right? Like, hey, it's okay, cool, we're going to get through this. Just a
Yeah.
little bit longer, a few more kilometers, we'll find shelter, we'll build a fire, right? Now, this sounds very primal, and it is. Now, the same thing, how can I do this in the modern context?
പൊട്ടിയാലും നോക്കാം വാട്ട് എവർ